All right, hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you click subscribe and like so you don't miss out on any new content that we're bringing out. Just FYI, next week, you don't want to miss out. We're going to talk about the metaverse too. So got bringing back another idea on the metaverse. We're going to talk about that. This week, I wanted to talk about something called dark stores. And really, that's why we have, Gopuff there. I'd love to have 1520. And one key thing I wanted to point out, had a lot of conversation, heard a lot of chatter this week about dark stores, Gopuff, particularly around this valuation and other apps and similar types of delivery services, which are ultra quick. So 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, you'll have what you ordered at your door in your hand. Like 1520, Gopuff. So the key thing that I thought was very interesting, and I was guilty of this, the first thing that came to mind was, wow, Gopuff is competing with Amazon directly. It's very interesting. Well, really the key thing to think about is that the key competitor with Gopuff, right, is Walgreens, CVS, these convenience stores. This is where you're seeing the direct competition between Gopuff 1520. They're competing, taking business away from Walgreens and CVS and other convenience stores where you would go and grab something. And I'm just naming, larger chains, but when you think about smaller stores, mom and pop stores as well. Now, so that's key to understand the valuation, the value, and the business model and the competition. But on the flip side, when talking about this, it seems like there's an opportunity for Walgreens and CVS. And the reason why I say that is because Gopuff and 1520 and these other businesses depend on dark stores. So they depend on a network of small stores, or they use existing stores to fulfill their online orders. Why is that important? Well, you've got plenty of Walgreens, you've got plenty of CVS stores within certain areas. If they decided to follow along with this model and invest in it, they can actually have an advantage because they already have the stores and they have a network. So just building that technology infrastructure to get it delivered to consumers would be the key. The first thing that came to mind thinking about this. So the first layer, you've got the direct competitors, then thinking about, okay, where did we see this before? First thing that came to mind was Uber. We had Uber, Lyft, and then we had the taxi business. Taxi business already established, well-known, tried and true. They needed that technology piece. If the taxi business had that technology piece, then we may not have Uber as we have it today. So this is something to think about as well. When we think about this business model, when we think about how are they generating revenue? Oh, there's a third thing. So we tend to think about, this is a third point, we tend to think about apps as platform businesses, strictly collecting fees. So that's not to say, with this, the Gopuff, they have dark stores. So they have a store network. They do have partnerships and they are working with companies and manufacturers of certain goods. However, we think of a platform business, something like, let's say YouTube, which we're on right now, where there's content, there's fees, or you're connecting people like Uber with drivers, and then they're collecting a fee. Remember, they have stores, and you're actually purchasing. So that's something to think about as well. This model, when we think about the revenue recognition, where this money is coming from, and how this is really working, and what value is there. I think this is really great. You know, if you have GoPuff in your area, great to try it out. 15, 20. Look into these different business models and really see how they work and what they cost. And you would think it would be very, very expensive as far as the fees, the delivery fees, but take a look. Very interesting. Love to hear what you think. Make sure to type comments. Been getting some great comments. Send me messages. Love to hear from you. And as I mentioned before, make sure to subscribe and like. Next week, we're going into the metaverse again. Metaverse 2.